What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm gonna be doing my abortion story time. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the very beginning. Okay, when me and my current boyfriend, at the time we thought I was pregnant, but I wasn't sure. It was just like my appetite wasn't the same, and like I couldn't eat certain stuff like noodles and all. They used to be my favorite. Like I used to turn me up a bowl of noodles, you know what I'm saying? Then it just was like, I didn't like it. Like shrimp, I used to always eat seafood boils, all that shrimp and stuff. That baby did not like it at all. At all. And I used to be so tired. Like, I used to sleep, be in my room. I'll wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go all the way back to sleep till 12. I lost my job because I was calling off too much. I used to work at Walmart. I was calling off too much because I kept sleeping too much. Like, I was too tired to do anything. So that's when I was like, I told him, I was like, babe, like, I think I'm pregnant. He already assumed that I was in the first place. But we both agreed, like, we wanted to wait until we lived together to have a kid. So, and then at that time, kid just was not ready at all. I know we shouldn't have been doing what we doing to make a kid, but it was an accident, So after I took a pregnancy test. I'm gonna insert the video on the screen of when I found out, like, right. Well, let's see. The pee. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Bro. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, when I had found out, I was so shocked. Like, I told my cousin, like, she my older cousin. I was like, yeah, I think I'm pregnant, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like 14 days late. And I never be late. Like, I never, ever, ever be late. Like, at my sister's birthday party, like, I got the Flow app. If you don't know what the Flow app, it's like a period tracker app. And it tell you, like, what day you're supposed to come on, when you ovulating, all that type of stuff. So, me being dumb, I was just still doing stuff on my ovulation days. And, and I'm thinking because I used to be on, birth control like 2 years ago. I used to be on the depot shot. Me thinking I can't have kids because my boyfriend before him, we was trying, and then it never worked. Like, it never worked. Hold on. Anyway, sorry, my sister had called, but my boyfriend before him, we was trying, and it didn't work, like, at all. Like, no matter how hard we tried, it just never worked. But when I met him, like, he obviously was my person, and he wasn't. Because how did it work with him, but not with, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, yeah, I was trying, and so, what happened after that? Hold on, let me think. Anyway, okay, so, found out on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve 2022, I found out. So, my older cousin, he took me and my boyfriend to Planned Parenthood because in Missouri abortions are illegal, so we had to go to Illinois to get the abortion or whatever. So we went there. It was these people outside, and it was like it was like they was these ladies, and they were just standing on the front. Like, they stopped our car when we was driving in, and they was like, yeah, like, what are you doing here? Like, you just a whole bunch of questions trying to stop me from having an abortion. Okay, so I listened to them. They had this little van on the outside. I went in there, sat with the lady. She had me pee in a cup. And then, she had me pee in a cup, and then she tested it, and she was like, yeah, you are pregnant. She said I was like 8 weeks and 2 days. So I was like 2 months pregnant. And I didn't even know. So she said you was like 8 weeks in 2 days. She gave me an ultrasound on my stomach. I wish I had the picture. Hold on, let me go get. Okay, so I had to go get the picture. She had took my ultrasound or whatever. So it was like this. She didn't really get anything for real, but you know, she was trying to look for it. She was like, she had this long white stick, and she was like, I can get better results if I use this and like put it up in. No, I said no thanks. So my boyfriend was in there. He was trying to record, but she was like, no camera, so blah 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 blah. So she had me fill out these papers and gave me these bugs, and she was like, why do you want to have an abortion? And we'll be happy to take the baby, and we can give you financial support. And no, you're not changing my decision. Me and him already discussed what was going on. We said we weren't going to keep it, so we're not going to keep it. Anyway, so after I left off the van, they gave that. Hold on, before I go forward, they was giving him the treatment. They gave him coffee when he was outside, standing, waiting for me, and all types of stuff, holding the conversation. Then, okay, they were just giving him the treatment, trying to change our minds, but we were sticking with it. So, fast forward, we walked from the van all the way up into Planned Parenthood, and they was like, did you change your mind? We're like, no, we're still going to go through with it or whatever. So, when we got there, the man had to like buzz us through the doors or whatever, and we was talking with the lady. I had to bring my ID. They was like, yeah, it's like $500 for an abortion. So I paid $250, he paid $250, and then boom, we was in the waiting room or whatever. The lady had brought me back there, right? And she was like, what'd she say? She was like, he can't come back or whatever. And then she gave me an ultrasound. She said I was 8 weeks and 4 days. And she's, you know, I believe her over whatever. So she gave me this ultrasound. Like, it was so tiny. Like, it was so a little bitty tiny baby. So, yeah, so. And then I heard the heartbeat. Oh, my God. It was like, dun, 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 dun. And she's like, usually we don't play that sound because some people don't want to hear it, but I wanted to hear my baby heartbeat. I wanted to hear it. So I heard it or whatever. So then I went out, and then I had told my boyfriend that I heard the heartbeat without him, and he like broke out crying. Like, he was like, that's what he wanted to, he really wanted to hear the baby's heartbeat so bad. And I felt so horrible because it wasn't on me. It was on the lady. She said he couldn't come back there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to. I asked, can he? She said no. So, yeah, and I tried to record it, but I couldn't even record it because she was staring at me too hard. Like, and she was right in my face giving me an ultrasound. So, boom. So, he was out there crying, and I'm, like, trying to support him while he's crying because I know he wanted to hear his child's heartbeat, too. So, even though we were about to kill it, it's still the fact that we created something, and then, like, you don't get the, you know. So then after that, another lady called me back. She made me like sign these papers and letting me know the side effects and all this and that. Signed it. And then we went into this other room. He was able to come back into the other room with me. I asked him, I was like, are you sure before I take this pill? It was called like, I forgot. It was one little white pill. It was really tiny. It was one little white pill I had to take, and that would begin the process. So I was like, are you sure you want me to take it? He said, yeah. I said, are you sure? Like, you sure? He said, yeah. So I was like, all right. There's no going back after I take it. Drank it, took it. Then we got in the car. He was still crying. He was texting me like, oh, like, I regret it now. And da-da-da. I just asked you 5 times. Are you sure before I took that white pill? Like, I asked you. That made me, I got mad at him or whatever. So, yeah, look, because I asked you. I said, are you sure before I take it? He was like, yeah. So, it was too late. Like, we already started. So, the next day, no, right after we left the appointment, we got stopped by the police. My boyfriend, my cousin in handcuffs. Long story because it's just a long story. We're going to skip over that. Just know they was in handcuffs and then they got out. Like, it was just too much going on that day. Then the following day, the day I'm supposed to take the second round of misoprostol, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was like these 2 pills. It was 4 pills, and you put 2 on each side of your cheeks, and it don't taste like nothing for like, you leave them in there in your cheeks for 30 minutes. So I did that. They finally dissolved, and I just swallowed the rest of it with water. So then that day, a few hours kicked in. Like, the few hours, well, my boyfriend stayed with me that night. He spent the night at my house. And then he went to work. He went on the schedule. But he went to work. For 3 hours, he worked at Amazon. He went for 3 hours. Tell me why his 3 hours up, him and his cousin coming back from the job. He coming back to my house, right? So, he gets stopped by the police. Boom. In jail. 24 hours the whole day. I was going through that pain by myself. When I tell you them pills, pain is worse than period cramps. That was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. Blood clots coming out. This big, long clot coming out. Like, it was just nasty. And I was bleeding I went January 9th. Today is March 1st. I just stopped bleeding at the end of February. Like, I was spotting, bleeding for a whole month. And like, it was terrible. I wouldn't, don't do it. Just keep your baby, because I regret it too. We both sit here and regret it that we didn't keep it. I would have been, 4 months this month or whatever. But, things didn't go as planned. So, yeah. I went through that pain by myself. I couldn't even sleep. I was tossing and turning in my sleep. It was just so bad. And for the next few days, I work at Home Depot now. So, I had to go to... Sorry, I thought I'm wrong. I had to go through work, like the training process, in pain, like so bad. She was like, "Are you okay?" Like, I was hunched over, like, pain so bad. Like, oh my gosh, I just wish he was there at that time, because that was the time I needed him. Why did the police always bother him? Like, I didn't get it. Like, 2 days in a row, that was weird, right when all that was going on. So yeah, I just stopped bleeding or whatever. And like, some stuff still not all the way back to normal yet. Like, right, every time I, the deed, I still like bleed a little bit afterwards, which is weird. I don't know if that's normal or not, but I think my 5 weeks are up, so I do have to take another pregnancy test to make sure that it worked. And yeah, so that was my experience when I got my abortion. So yeah, just be careful. Make sure you're 100%. Make sure you and your partner is 100% sure before you go through something like that, or make a huge decision like that. Like, my parents and stuff still don't know, and I feel like I tell them one day, but would it be anytime soon? No. I mean, I am 19 years old. Like, I'm grown. Like, I wouldn't get in trouble or anything. I just feel like they would be disappointed in me because I chose to have an abortion. I feel like they would have wanted me to keep it instead of, get rid of it. So, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff I should have thought through before rushing to do that whole little process. So, yeah, she said my due date would have been August 20th. My baby would have been born in August. Oh, my God. What if it would have been my little son? But, yeah, so thanks for watching my experience. And I'm letting you guys in on a little privacy in my life. I'm starting to post a little bit more now. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. And like I said, make sure you're 100% sure before you want to get rid of your baby. Peace.